shave fans, SuperCurve honing fans, type 2 diabetes rescued by keto fans, and carnivore eating fans. It is Bill here. It is a Wednesday evening, May the 1st, 2024. I'm going to do a shave. I will be using unobtainium soap, lemony orange. This was available standard at one time from Sterling. They do so well with citruses, and somebody had some of that, and there was some people that asked about it, and they did a special run, and it all sold. It's very, very good. It's probably like a combination of orange chill and lemon chill. Okay, I think this is the glacial level menthol, though. Yeah, glacial. So it's if you're a menthol head, you should like this. If you don't like menthol, you won't like this. Okay, and I got it kind of sloshy. I like the way that with the Sterling soaps that I can make them a little extra sloshy, slop it all over. I read somewhere years ago, I don't remember where I read it, but in the discussion of lather and what it does in the shaving process, obviously it provides some slickness and some protection, but I think what the author of that piece, or the way the discussion went, it seemed to indicate that the feeling was that it is actually water that gives the best assistance in a sharp object cutting hair. So to me, the more water you can get in there, the better. That's my thought. Anyhow, here with my water, I do have a water softener. It's pretty good. For most soaps, I just don't have a problem. And certainly not with Sterling soaps. Okay, the razor today. After, I guess it was my last video that I was whining and complaining about the inconsistencies of this new Dovo razor I got. I figured, okay, well, let's go to the other big razor maker in France. Okay, this is a Thiers Issard. This is a 7/8 inch C135. This is modern manufacturer. I think they call this by the stamp that's on it, the zebra. Okay, this is camel bone scales, round tip. It's a beautiful razor. It's weighty if you like I have become. Once I got a 7/8, I kind of like them. And this was one of the earliest ones I honed on the SuperCurve. When I say the SuperCurve, I mean a triple radius on there. Which is something else that I want to share with you today. This is delightful. It is. This is definitely better than that Dovo. But I have some tools now that I'm gonna rework that Dovo. I mean, it's good. It passes my test. This is just really, really spectacular. I did this one. I haven't used it a whole lot. I kind of did it as a control. At the time that there was discussion of convex hones at the Shaved End forum, and it was going on. And I will say that my compliments Plan of Man, who actually went through as a moderator over there. He started something. I railed on him, and he actually made shaping plates, made stoves. He went through it. He's not really a straight razor guy, but as a mechanical inclination, he's a pretty astute individual. And he had a difference of opinion after he went through it. And there was a lot of people that went after him. I didn't want to participate in that because there's some people over there that I just don't need to communicate with. I just, they're assholes. And one of them read something somewhere and said, well, I think they heard where Jared said that he normally sharpens razors after 10 shaves. And Jared has a pretty robust beard. Okay, so if that's his norm, I'm sure that was his norm before he ever shaped a hone and ever honed with a convex hone. I'm sure that was his norm. But somebody picked that up, and this is what people like this do. They'll pick up a piece of something, and then they'll make a lie about it, and they'll say, well, if 10 shaves, if that's all you get out of a razor, well, then that should tell you right there. So I honed up this one and another 7/8 that has the French point on it for a longevity test. And I get bored with longevity tests because in my experience, I noticed that razors, as you use them, they slowly degrade the edges, not as good as it is when it's fresh honed. So anyhow, I figured, okay, well, I'm gonna do an edge test. And I've done it before, and it's like I still haven't honed that razor. It's got like 40 shaves on it. This is better than that one. I think the last time I shaved, I did a comparison to see, well, how much has it degraded, and it's at the point that I'll probably do that again, and it's probably one of the ones I'll do on my new piece. I said I was going to make a video. I've made the video. I've done the recordings on shaping that Washita stone that I got. Okay, I have really liked that. I'll have to see how it does in its performance since it's shaped. But the one razor that I worked on it when it was flat, I was pretty impressed with the speed of its cutting and the lack of a tendency. Sometimes fast cutters can have a tendency to create a chip out. So, and some of that is prep of the stone, I don't know. So anyhow, as I promised, there is the Washita that is about a 3-foot radius. Okay, I'm sorry, a 2-foot radius, 4-foot wheel. The cross direction coming off of the Jared plate is on the cross direction is a 3-foot radius or a 6-foot wheel. So this is a little bit more curvier, and this is what I wanted to do. And here was something else that I think I said on one of my videos that I wanted to do. I wanted to do a mating, an inverse stone. Okay, now the shape of this is probably between the curvature of this and the curvature on the Jared plate. And you can kind of see that there's a little bit of a rock in here, okay? Which is okay because I can still get by rocking, I can get to any point on the stone to smooth it, to clean it, to burnish it a little bit, okay? And I think you'll enjoy the video of how I did this and all the stuff I used in this one as well. Now, I'm gonna have to condense all this. I'm gonna figure out how much fast speed, how much I'm gonna have to cut out, because this took a little, I think this took about 2 hours, and this was over 2 hours. I think that's what it was. Either way, it was a lot of work. And I'll put it up. There is, and I'll tag in, there is an individual who, when I said I was going to do this, his name is Steelskin123. He has the Jared plate, and he's done that. He's done something different. I would love to see Steelskin do a video, okay, of how he's doing this, because what he uses, you know, he's looking for ultimate. Anybody who has ever taken an Arkansas and put it and become part of the club where you put an Arkansas on the Jared plate with 60 grit sandpaper and 60 grit silicon carbide, and you abrade that away and you put that into shape, and then if you do it on the SuperCurve, meaning sideways, okay, anybody who has done that understands the intensity of the labor in that. And this guy, Steelskin, let's see, what is he using? Okay, I had to look this up because I did not know what this was. He's using a diamond-coated mortar raking bit, which is a bit that goes on a drill. And I think the way it looks, it's like a round bit that has a rounded point at the top, almost like there was a ball at the end, and then it was, I don't think it's tapered, okay, but you would put it on your drill and it would spin, and they have different diameters and that kind of stuff, and so that would be really good for if you do one of these. I wish I'd have had one of those for hogging out the bulk in the middle of this, and then being able to take the rest out. Okay, when I did that, and you'll see how I did that. I don't know if I'll get that video up today with getting this one up. Bleeding from, I think I got a blemish there. I think I got a little cut there not too long ago on a shave. So I'm 66 years old. I'm not supposed to get blemishes. My dad used to brag about how he's going to have pimples in his 70s. I don't know if he did or not. I just remember him using that as an example of his desire for maintenance of youth. So to all the great bunch of guys that if you're on YouTube, almost become a camaraderie, a group where, we're like the most people that these days are doing straight razor shaves. On YouTube. My greetings to you. Keep up the good work. Many of us come from different backgrounds, different areas of the world, different preferences in what we do. but yet we find a way to enjoy each other and talk about some of what we do and we enjoy besides shaving and what we do in our lives, in our real lives, as we enjoy this little piece of escape from the grind. So, and I'm telling you, that is almost too pass worthy right there. I'm gonna need a little touch up in a couple places with the third pass. Okay, but that camaraderie is something that is kind of interesting, and I guess when you do this on YouTube, you can control your content. You can control comments. If somebody's just a real arrogant person, you can just delete their comment. Okay, or you can respond, or you can invite them to, if they're on YouTube, to make a comment on your YouTube, they have to have a channel. Given modern phones, it's not that hard for them to make a video, and I've challenged some people who wish to disagree with how I hone to make a video and show me where I'm failing. You go and you shape up some stuff and use the stuff like I got, and you show me where it's no good. Okay, I'm waiting for that. So another challenge I got. Okay, and this is everything. For those of you that have been waiting or dreading the report of Joe L. Badger, I got some new stuff from Joe L. Badger, and I'm going to read this. Okay, so there's a whole thread, and I watched part of it, and I saw, because there's kind of a newbie. His name is Sideburns. His screen name is Sideburns. I don't know if he's even on there anymore now. Okay, after reading this. Okay, but here's a guy who's trying to find his way in this, and a lot of the stuff he's doing, it would be really, really easy to find something to nitpick at him for because he didn't do it right. Okay, so and when I see this kind of stuff, this is what becomes the itch in my crawl. Okay, because people like the Admiral here, the Admiral who loves his supper. Okay, came after me and he starts his shit. Okay, and he's starting his shit again. Okay, here, okay, with this guy. But so I understand where this guy's coming from, and my feeling is like, leave him alone and let him go. And he's kind of going down a path. Leave him alone, and he'll find his way. Okay, this is all what it is all about. So when I come on here, and I do come on here on YouTube to talk about how I hone, okay, because I want to share that information. I enjoy it. I want to share. I'm not trying to cram anything down anybody's throat, okay. But that's what that famous bludgeon and beatdown shave form is afraid of. So anyhow, he goes, the guy says, Sideburns says after some people gave him some shit, and one of the persons who started it was somebody who, after I got banned from the bludgeon and beatdown, I think that was the guy who made a comment on my channel, and it's like, okay, this guy must be a moderator, because what he was looking to do, he was looking to come over here onto my channel, watch what I'm saying, and then go back to Bludgeon and Beatdown Forum for a report on the convex honers who get banned, and then they go on YouTube and they badmouth us, and it's like, okay, well, it's like, you give me the right foot of fellowship, okay, without a reasonable cause, okay, and there's other people, I got plenty of people on my side, and I think my stuff is still up there. My screen name has been changed to MaxCurve Super, okay, so last time I checked, it's all still there. You can look and see everything I wrote and see if I violated terms of use. But the Admiral, who loves his supper, okay, started calling me names. He started, calling me a rabid minority. Okay, so he came in later after the rabid majority of Shave Forum moderators, okay, moderatorettes, all came in and started pummeling this poor guy, sideburns. Okay, so anyhow, he says, I don't much care what other people think about my shaving skills or much of anything else. Okay, which is fine, because I don't really care either. So then the Admiral, who loves his supper, that has become abundantly clear, but you should care what other people think of your snarky attitude replies. Well, do you think the Admiral cares, okay, about what people think about his snarky replies? He doesn't care. All he cares about is himself and all these badges he puts all over there to show how great he is, okay? And then he is going to be trying to cram what he does, and this is the way you got to do it. You better do it my way or else, and that's what he's doing. He is the perfect visual aid for hypocritic asshole. Okay, so then he goes on. It's getting very tedious, and you have a reputation as the guy who harshes everyone's mellow. Okay, so how about it? Loves my supper. Aren't you coming in and like trashing everybody's mellow in here a little bit? Okay, so what's up with that, dude? Okay, so people are trying to help, and I will say that there are people who are trying to help this individual, and given him a number of those have listened to his questions that he's asking and responded to his questions with their answer to his questions, and they have had good things. But for somebody to come along and says, you need to get rid of straight razor and you need to go buy an eBay double-edged razor and you can buy these double-edged, the guy is not, it's like unbelievable. Okay. The fact that you don't like their advice is irrelevant. Okay. Being 74 isn't a license to be a jerk. You have to be a loves my supper moderator to be a jerk. On the bludgeon and beat down Shave Forum. Okay, so then he goes on to say, this is going to be the last time we talk about it. Please underline, bold, post your typical reply. So he's saying that, okay, and that's kind of, if you have seen the Admiral in action, this is what he does. He starts trying to torque you up, and then he's going to say something where if you respond to him with anything if you respond to anything, off you go. So, and I wouldn't be surprised if in that thread there that he got trashed, which I thought, it's fine. Okay. It's not fine for that guy who just wanted to talk about what he does. Okay. But it's, that's what happens over there. That's why Joe L. Badger his attendance ratings are going down. It's like the membership. You go in there, sometimes the membership is 50, sometimes 100, maybe 150 people, members on. Okay, but the online register shows like 10,000. Okay, so, and what I always got to wonder is how many of those 10,000 are robots that have come in, look for something, or are you tracking the amount of cookies that you drop on these people's electronic devices? And, okay, this is the last place they were, and you're tracking them so that you could say, oh, I got 10,000 people looking here. Let me get a little bit higher price per click. How about it, Joel? How about a little bit answer on that one? And I don't expect you, Joel, to ever dismiss the Admiral, because the scuttlebutt in the wind is that you guys are lovers, good friends and lovers. Plus, he made a lifetime contribution. Very few people got that kind of money to pony up and slide that into your wallet. So anyhow, that was the adventures of Joel Badger for the week, and I'm going to keep making fun of them. I'm going to keep making fun of them because I think they're assholes. They're complete. And now I know people who go over there. I do. And sometimes I go over there to read things that some people say that I respect and want to hear what they have to say. And if you're over there because you've made friends there and you want to continue to talk about stuff and methods and that kind of stuff, more power to you. I'm not trying to say that you should change anything you do. But if you want to learn something about my style of honing, you are not going to really learn it at the Bludgeon and Beatdown, okay? And in a way, I'm glad they threw me up because once you post content over there, they own your content. So just like Slash McCoy. Oh, by the way, Joel, where is Slash McCoy? So he wrote this. He did all this writing on it when he adopted honing with lapping films. He didn't invent it. He does credit the guys who started it, and he continued with the thread and chronicled his adventures in doing that and made videos and everything like that, okay? And the Bludgeon and Beatdown forum shit all over him. I don't think they banned him. So you can come to YouTube and you can find what I do and how I do it for free. You don't have to have the intrusive cookies coming from Joel Badger all over your devices, tracking everything you do. And just because you put an ad blocker on doesn't mean that he can't track. Doesn't mean. Now, if you have a software or a browser that blocks tracking so that people can't see what you do, or if you're using a VPN or something like that, that's a little bit different. Okay, so right in here, I'm gonna do something. I probably would not ordinarily do this right now because I still have some residual slickness to the soap. But Sean turns in every once in a while, shaving one-handedly. Sean, you're a champ. Okay, so I talked about witch hazel, and he went out and bought some drugstore witch hazel, which is really pure witch hazel does have an odor to it. Okay, I recommend. I like the Sterling witch hazel. They have different scents. This is orange chill menthol. They put aloe in this. Okay, and what I talked about was, witch hazel it can be used as a overall toner. Lucky Tiger. I even forgot to do the yellow block, but it's kind of slippery. Okay, so I put that on, and I had seen people do this when I started out, and I tried it, and it worked. So I got this little area that kind of needs to clean up, and it doesn't matter what shave tool you use, whether you're using the double edge injector or straight edge. So that's going to be kind of wet and kind of slick. And you can see, okay, what's coming off of there, okay? That does help, and that does help protect against an abrasion from that kind of buffing action. Now you'll see that come off for me sometimes with soap. Okay. Now I am gonna still wet an alum block and put an alum block, which is normally not what I would do after using witch hazel, but so that's got, especially where I did the cleanup, that's given me what I want in terms of the right amount of sensation that I have been to shave. Witch hazel does tighten skin, as an astringent. It's tightens the skin. I used to use alum and leave it on, and what I found out, because I never saw where they said rinse it off, but I found out that throughout the day I was a little itchy and a little bit irritated from the alum. So I usually give it just a minute or something, and then I clean it off. So, and since it's a shave during the middle of the week, I'm using citrus. I'm going to finish off with the unobtainable glacial lemony orange. You can make this yourself. You can get the lemon chill or the lemon glacial lemon and the orange, and you can mix it together. And if you like the alcohol and a little bit of an alcohol sting, it lets you know you've been to shave. So that's the shave. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned to the channel. I will get the hone shaping video put together as soon as I possibly can. If you enjoyed my ranting about the people at the bludgeon and beat down forum, I hope I'm entertaining you. If you don't enjoy it, I'm really sorry. Okay, but some of the actions of some of these people over there, they're just despicable bastards. So, and I have to make fun of them. Especially when I see them when I feel like they're picking on somebody, and I just don't like that kind of stuff. So this is Bill. Until the next video, and middle of the week, hoping it's a good month of May for everybody, and that you guys carry yourselves well into the weekend and enjoy yourselves. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.